Ngipondoka says the culture of schools admitting learners from far-off places and being selective during their admission process is the root cause of poor performances at some schools. The Education Minister singled out non-boarding schools, saying learners are being forced to seek accommodation at places where they get exposed to harsh living conditions. Ngipondoka made these remarks during the meeting with the Ohangwena regional leadership, the Director of Education, as well as Enana Secondary School Management in the Ohangwena region. The meeting was aimed at discussing issues on the teaching and learning environment at the school that led to poor performances.
Because we apply the same policy to schools of different circumstances. One has a hostel, the other one don't have, yet they admit from across the country. The children come, they suffer. Let us look into our admission policy. And this is not only the school, it is a regional thing. To say when you go for admission, it's not this thing of people sitting, give me the list of those that applied to my school. Then I start from 42, 42, 42, 42, 43, 28. I'm done. I'm finished, I'm still left with some. And then somebody take. Not bothering if the child is from Onahinge, whether the child is from Wakahao. Because you don't have children, you grab them. I know that process. And this is what I'm saying, my directors. This one cannot wait anymore. Definitely. Especially with the reformed curriculum, where we've got senior secondary schools in the village. How do you get a child to come from another region and put them in a village, a strange village, when there are feeder schools? It's a matter of now mapping feeder schools. Yeah. To say, this senior secondary school is fed by this. So when it comes to application, all your children, all these children must only apply to this school.
Ohangwena Governor Valdin Devashia emphasized that the issue of the school hostel at Enana Secondary School is a serious concern that affects learners' performance.
The school principal, and I guess the school management, written a letter to my office requesting for an audience with my office. The main purpose was really for them to engage my office on a number of issues that are faced in the school. Particularly, the school has not been performing well, and there has been a number of external factors that are affecting the performance of the school. One of them is the accommodation for the learners that are accommodated in an environment which is not conducive for learning.
The Enana Secondary School had been offering grade 8 to 12 since 2010, but with the implementation of the revised curriculum, it will be composed of senior grades, that is 10, 11 and 12. Presenting their challenges to the Education Minister, the school management says teachers are trying their best despite the circumstances and challenges the school faces.
On 2014-15, the school was informed through our directorate that it is one of the schools that are earmarked for capital project to receive hostel facilities, of which I can also recall feasibility studies were done, grant testings were done at the school, and I also understand that there were plans that were ready.
The school is trying the best. The teachers are working hard. But now the problem is actually the circumstances our learners are finding themselves in. So now let's quickly look at the school challenges. What is the school challenged about based on now the learner circumstances? The very first thing that we are actually concerned about is the poor performance. As you have seen on the results that was just recently presented by the principal, it was very low. So the school is actually not performing that well. It is trying, but it's not performing that well. So now what happened is, the learners that we have, they're actually good learners. Those learners are exceptionally well. But now the problem is, it's the circumstances where they are living in that is actually forcing their performance to actually go down.